If you're not using Opera GX,
Oh, I know what I did. Oh. No, there's Mike now. No. Oh, okay. It's working now, right? Yeah, okay. I know what happened. I was recording earlier different audio tracks and forgot to check. Hello. Yeah. So I'm the door of the master, but I'm still just a little girl. I mean, Von Karma, to be fair. Yeah, big reputation. So I assume a lot of pressure. So, and on top of that, I'm the suspect in a murder trial. But I think you're really strong too, Maya, for all you've gone through. I mean... And then Pearl just comes in. Good morning. The two of you look like you're doing well today. I'm happy for you. Okay. Hey, morning, Pearly. You'll be safe today, Mystic Maya. Oh yes, Mystic Maya. What do you mean? My mother is coming today to show her support. I mean... support? Yeah, that's right, Pearly. Hey, Pearls. Yes, Mr. Nick. Do you think you could do me a big favor? Could you channel Mia today too? Huh? I was sort of hoping to sit in the audience today and watch. Please, it's very important to me. I don't feel confident enough without her help. She's lying. Not she. He's lying. What it is, he doesn't want her to know that her mother's bad. Mr. Nick, that's enough. You can't show weakness in front of the person you love. Pearly, not this again. Please, can you do this for us, Pearls? Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it for Mystic Maya's sake. See you later then. I'll leave you two to your alone time. Okay. So she won't know. It's true. Mia was only supposed to be in the tutorial, yet she seems to always be coming back. Thank goodness. Nick? This way Pearls won't be able to see today's trial. What do you mean? What's going on? Oh yeah, she doesn't know. She has no idea. She has no idea at all. Please tell me that, like, Nick at least gave her a bit of an update before going in there. Or is she going in blind? Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Let's start already. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I look forward to tonight's news with great joy. The image of your defeated face will be transmitted all over the world. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be transmitted all over the world. All over the world, huh? Sounds like you've made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix. Don't be foolish, you foolish fool. Wearing the foolish clothes. Actually, is the audio loud? I just realized. Game audio might be a bit loud. But if it's not, then it's fine. But if it is loud, I'm I might still turn it down slightly looking at the audio track. For like there. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay. The famous one is me. I'm the prodigy who has never lost a case since becoming a prosecutor 5 years ago. I mean, I see what's happening here. She wants to be just like her father. Naturally, the world's eyes are on me as I conduct my first trial in this country. So she has a 5-year no loss, which is about to be crushed. That's nice, Miss Montcalm. I'm glad to see you're in such good spirits today, Miss Faye. It's true what they say. Women really are scary when they fight. Okay. Now then, a very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's session that the defendant could have left the channeling chamber, correct? Yes. And this key is proof of that. This key, the only key to the channeling chamber, was not where it should have been. Your Honor, I would like to say one thing before we begin. Alright, let's hear it. The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of the arrest, the defendant did indeed leave the room at one point. What? Okay. But Miss Von Karma, then how do you explain this picture? Are you saying then that the person in this picture is not the defendant? I never said that wasn't the defendant. Okay. Then what is the meaning of this? All I am saying is that Maya Fey, after killing the victim, exited the room. And I believe that is when she dropped this key. Can you substantiate your claim? Isn't that what I'm here for? The prosecution would like to call the defendant's aunt, Morgan Fay, to the stand. Just as I suspected, Aunt Morgan. She's not here to support Maya. Poor Mia, she seems to be really torn by this. I don't know, she seems angry at Morgan. Witness, name and occupation. My name is Morgan Fay, and I am a spirit medium in a manner of speaking. I'm sorry, but what do you mean, in a manner of speaking? The whip's out, okay. I don't think anyone really cares. Oh, now then, after the murder took place, you kept watching over the defendant, correct? Yes, that is correct. I performed the spirit severing technique on Mystic Maya then. Spirit severing technique, he has no idea. A technique to remove a spirit from a body and send it back to the other world. That is... Yes, that is... You, be quiet. Now, witness. Something happened while you were performing this technique, correct? Yes, that is correct. What in the world could have... Mystic Maya, she escaped from the room. What? And here we come to the heart of the matter. Maya Fey, while in a possessed state, managed to escape from the channeling chamber. I mean... Order. Miss Fey, please testify to this court what happened during that time. Your Honor, I will try my best. Oh, she is a liar. I think someone just upped the ante on this trial. They literally upped the ante. Okay, Maya's escape. After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door open and entered the chamber. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. Oh, thank you for the sub. The resub, Stanley. So look, I requested that Mr. Wright and I read that, yeah. So, a pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand and she was in a daze. Okay. Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped from the room. With great strength, she hit the base of my neck and I fainted for a short while. I mean... It's funny how this wasn't mentioned, like, on the day. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. Like, she just kept this to herself. Why have you hidden this until now? See, Phoenix is on it today. I did not wish to cause trouble for Mystic Maya. Right. However, I must correct falsities when they arise. That's right. She is simply correcting a falsity, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Why is she making it a point to take a stab at me? Never mind. Okay. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. My aunt is a very smart and sly person. It's going to be hard for us to find a crack in her testimony. Oh, wait, yeah, I'm supposed to find an inconsistency. Uh-oh, okay. Gotta press everything. I mean, I think the inconsistency is that she just didn't present this at the time. I feel like that should be... I don't know. Just now you said those two. Who were the two people you were referring to? I was referring to that foreign lady and yourself, good sir. Lauder's not a foreigner, despite how she talks. Oh, is that so? I'm sorry. I simply could not understand her atrocious English, not to mention she looked awful. Oof. I can already see people in the Heartland gearing up for a riot. In any case, I've already sent the repair bill to your office, Mr. Wright. Oh, thanks. What did you do after that, Miss Faye? Okay, so that was kinda... that didn't help there. So, told Lot of Faye, was it really necessary to have two people do something so simple as call the police? That's true. If there was a possibility of escape, then one of us should have stayed behind. Yes, that is a very good point, the judge agrees. At that time, I myself was a little confused. On top of which, there was another what, madam? Oh, it's nothing. No need to concern yourself. I want to hear the end of that sentence. She's just like, she's asking for it to be good. There was another reason you wanted both of us out of that room, wasn't there? You must testify. Why did you chase us out of the room? I simply did not wish for there to be more victims. The lives of both the good sir and that camera woman may be in danger, is what I thought to myself. She's acting. Well, that was very noble of you, Miss Faye. This is bad. Now people have a good impression of her and a bad one of us. Looks like she caught us snapping. That's my aunt for you. Are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright, Miss Faye? Please continue. So, a pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand. She was in a daze. Okay. During our investigation, you stated that you struck the defendant on the head. And this strike caused Maya to lose consciousness. Do you stand by this statement? I'm afraid I don't. The statement I gave you was a lie. But why would you lie about something like that? It is very painful for me to say this. However... Objection! The witness was lying to cover for the defendant. She was covering for Maya? Question, I don't... She wasn't covering for Maya, no. So you were covering for the defendant? Well, yes. It was only later that I was informed of what had occurred. That the renegade Mystic Maya had done something very unexpected. Something unexpected? What, pray tell, did she... This witness didn't and couldn't have seen what happened. If you want to know what this unexpected thing was, there is always later. Yes, very well. Ugh, why does it suddenly feel like there's a rock in the pit of my stomach? Okay. Now witness, continue with what happened. Quite suddenly she thrusted me away from herself and escaped from the room. Was it really that easy for her to escape from you? I'm ashamed to admit to such a thing, however, yes. But you are physically larger and stronger than the defendant. There is no way she could have escaped from you so easily. Objection! Okay. True. The prosecution will just get away with assaulting the judge, though. Oh, I skipped one. Oh no. I mean, remember that at the time the defendant was not physically Maya Faye. Okay. I hope that wasn't the bit I had to contradict. Growing old is such a mysterious thing. Trust me, I know firsthand. Basically, Mystic Maya's body was still that of the nurse she had called. But if she had run away, wouldn't you have given chase right away? Well, yes, I would have. However... Okay. You fainted. I became dizzy and then collapsed onto the floor. How long were you unconscious? I'm not sure. About 10 minutes, perhaps. And the defendant almost certainly went somewhere in that time. Happy? Witness, elaborate on that point for us. Okay, are we getting more? Oh no, it's just a continuation. Objection. Is that because you were unconscious? Why, yes. Great. Well, now what? Question further. I don't know what though. So while you were unconscious, you have absolutely no idea where the defendant went. I would think that's obvious, good sir. If that's true, then how can you know for sure that the defendant left the channeling chamber at all? Now that you mention it, I have to wonder myself. That's true. That's very true. It's true that this witness is not able to confirm this, but the key word here is this witness. What do you mean by that? It means she has another witness up her sleeve. That's what. It looks like Miss Von Karma is ready to move on to onto her next witness. That's enough. From what I can tell, there is nothing wrong with this witness's testimony. From what she has said, we can establish that Maya Fey did leave the chamber. I hope this isn't going to come back and bite us in the butt. Okay. Now let's take the next logical step and ask, where did the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber? Yes, yes. That is exactly what we... Okay. Be quiet, you. Okay, we're not letting the judge talk. Now then, what the escapee had done was she had gone to speak with a certain person. She went to speak with someone? Are we talking about Pearly? Surely it's, Pearly. Who was it? Prosecution calls Miss EENY, who was sleeping in the side room at the time. EENY? I think you can see where this is headed. Okay, so there was nothing to object against at the moment. So witness, name and occupation. Okay, so my name is like EENY. I'm like researching like parapsychology stuff at the university. What is this parapsychology? Let's see. It's like, I guess, most people call it occult stuff. Even if that's what most people call it, I can't say I understand what that means. And I suggest you go home and research it yourself. Yes, sir. Now then, Miss MINY. After the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Maya Fey. Is this correct? Well, like, I guess. If that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. That is alright, isn't it, Your Honor? Yes, sir. For the love of all things good, Your Honor, have some spine for my sake. Yeah, right now, this seems very unfair for Phoenix. So after the murder, like when the channeling started, I was like sleeping in the side room. Like a little later, someone came into the room, like really suddenly. It was like, oh my god, totally my sister, okay. I like hadn't seen her in like so long. I was so happy in like a sad way. My sister, she like told me something like totally terrible. Okay. It's never fair for Phoenix, no. Okay, so now hold your horses, young lady. You're saying this person that entered was your sister. I mean, don't you mean the defendant Maya Fey? So, really now, Your Honor. Maya Fey was still in the middle of channeling at that time. Are you saying that the spirit was the spirit of this witness's sister? Yes, Mimi... MEENY... MEENY, she was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. Oh well, this is... Witness. Like, yeah. In your testimony, you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what this terrible thing was? I'm sure we'd love to hear about it. Like, do I totally, like, really have to? Of course. Miss MINY, please. Okay. My sister, like, this is what she said to me. Okay, so we're getting a retelling. I don't believe this. That was no accident. Okay. I was drugged with sleeping pills. Okay. I was murdered by that person. And then car crashes. So we get this. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? EENY. Okay. She took her revenge. Are you sure that's what she said? Yes. There, are you satisfied, Your Honor? Okay. Still can't believe it. Can't believe that a spirit would go so far as to use a medium to get revenge. It's a bit hard to swallow. However, all the evidence and testimonies point to this as the truth. Okay. The end. She's sus. They're all sus. What do you think, Mr. Wright? It certainly seems like all the loose ends are accounted for. This testimony just now, was it all made up? Was it just one huge lie? Yes. Of course it was, Phoenix. Mia, what do you mean? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. But even the most well-spun lies can be undone. We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find that one loose thread and unwind this tapestry of lies. Your Honor, there is room for doubt, so the defense will cross-examine this witness. We believe that our cross-examination will reveal the truth behind this murder. Yet again, the foolish fool spouts out more foolishly foolish drabble. I wonder if he'll make this one more entertaining than the last. Okay. So after the murder... let's have a look then. Like, when the channeling started, I was... Okay, so we can press this. Was that because of your, sesame allergy, was it? Like, that's right. I, like, think there were sesame seeds, like, in the lunch they served that day. I had this, like, premonition that it was going to totally be a seedy day. Yes, indeed. I see. Am I the only one who missed the boat here? Anyway, so you were taking a nap. Did something happen while you were sleeping? So... let's press that. Do you know the time? Like, maybe a little before 11 AM? Something like that, I think? 11 AM? Yeah. Like, my stomach is totally ready for, like, food. No, I think you misunderstood me. I'm not asking what time it is now. I meant what time was it when someone came into your room. Oh, so, like, that's what you meant. Like, you should have been more, like, clear about it. Sorry, my bad. No, it's okay. Like, it's really... She's not finishing. That's it? Why'd you stop mid-sentence? Did I? So, like, what was I talking about again? Never mind. Witness, about this person who entered the side room. Okay. I mean, shouldn't she be called out for stopping midway? Like, by the judge? Are you absolutely sure? I guess? You guess? Was it or was it not your sister who entered? Like, I don't know. I mean, like, I totally don't know your sister at all, Mr. Smith. First off, my name is not Mr. Smith. Second, I'm an only child. But more than that, she's managed to mess up the question with her answer. Well, Mr. Wright? The defense rests... Well, that was a colossal waste of our time. Now then, witness, how did you feel when you saw Miss MEENY? Okay. Okay, let's press that. You were happy in a sad way. Yeah, like, I mean, it was my sister. But wouldn't most people react here with surprise at seeing a dead loved one alive again? That's also true. But, like, maybe if I was, like, someone who didn't know about, like, the occult. But I, like, know all about the Curain channeling technique. The point here is the witness immediately recognized that it was her sister. Yeah, like, what she said. Should I drop this line of questioning? Never. Whenever there's question further, I question further, no questions asked. So you really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter? No. Like, there wasn't any reason for me to, like, think anything was strange. But... Oh, don't hit the Phoenix. Don't keep badgering her. You know the phrase, objection? Could you try using that once in a while? Mr. Wright. This question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister, is it really that important? It's very important. It is very important, although I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. But I've got to bluff for now and make it seem like I know what I'm talking about. Alright, Mr. Wright. Miss MINY, please amend your testimony. Like, okay, I'm like totally cool with that. Okay. I wasn't like scared at all, and like her costume looked totally like normal. So there was nothing odd at all about your sister's appearance. Like, yeah, nothing was like weird. Mia's talking to herself like she's found something wrong. That's impossible. Like, is everything okay? Can I like go on? She told me something totally terrible. Something terrible? What was this thing she told you? Huh? Like, didn't I just, like, tell you about it? Did you, like, forget already? A foolish fool with a foolish sleeve for a brain only speaks foolishly with foolish words. Well, excuse me, princess. Anyway, should I ask to hear the story again? Yeah, sure, why not? I'm sorry, but could I hear the story one more time? Like, sure, no problem. I'll even, like, tell it all spooky-like for you. Okay. That was no accident. Wait, is it literally just a repeat? I thought there'd be something different, like an inconsistency. I was drugged. Sleeping pills. Okay. So we're repeating. I was murdered. By that person. And then, boom, car crashes. Yeah. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? EENY. Okay, it's all the same. I think. I don't think there was anything different there. Like, how was that? It was a little scary. Like, I'm sorry. Maybe I, like, put too much spookiness into it. Okay. I know there has to be something here I can use, but where? She really put a lot of thought into this lie, didn't she? We can't rush this. Let's take it slowly, one step at a time. She's bound to slip up somewhere. Don't give up, but don't get careless, okay? Remember, calm and collected. So I've got to... I mean, it's got to be... Oh wait, I messed that up. It was second to last one, I think. Is where things are like... So I wasn't like scared at all, and like her costume looked totally like normal. Didn't she have blood though? On, you know, the clothes. I don't think that's normal. I'm gonna present this. Because there was blood on her outfit. That was a very well spun lie, Miss EENY. What are you babbling about this time, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. Stealing my lines now, are we, Phoenix? Miss MEENY, may I remind you of what you said? You said that there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance. Like, yeah, and... But I don't think that's what you were thinking at all. Take a look at this picture. This is a picture of the sister you met. I would think that even you would be surprised if someone appeared before you like this. The blood spray. Miss MEENY, why did you not include the blood you saw in your testimony? If you were really testifying and not lying, you would have noted it right off the bat. No, it's not stealing, no. She made a mistake. Order, Miss MEENY. What is the meaning of this? Miss MEENY? I'm thinking, don't interrupt me. Oh. That... And what are you stammering about, Your Honor? Well, Pat witness. Her personality did a complete 180 there. Lots of people do that when they get on the stand, though. First of all, calm yourself, witness. Like, I'm sorry, I, didn't mean to snap. Now, hurry up with the testimony. If you please. Ugh, the judge still looks a little shaken up. A lot of help he's gonna be. Okay. I mean, she's kind of sus. After the murder part 2, okay. Like, the side room was, kind of dark, you know? So, the costume is, purple, right? The blood totally blended right in. Really? And I, persuaded my sister it wasn't, right to do something like that. And then, I took my sister to the channeling chamber. Okay. Yes, now I see. And you've given us a clear reason for why you didn't notice the blood. I don't think that was a clear reason. You think? Thanks, Gramps. Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright? No. It was the no option. Alright, I guess not. Very well, you may question the witness. You're telling me that she saw purple as... or red as purple. That's not right. There's something not right there. Really? Because I thought it was pretty bright inside that room. Objection! Don't push your subjective opinions onto this court. That's right. Excuse me, but how is my statement any more subjective than Miss MEENY's? You are such a hopeless cause. Witness, you may feel free to ignore this trite little man. Okay. Can't breathe, let me out of here. Okay. Let's press that. You didn't see the blood? Yeah. But she must have had the gun with her at that time as well. That's, Are you gonna tell me next that you didn't notice the gun either? I, totally didn't. All I was looking at was, her face. Continue. Oh, she didn't like that, though. And I, persuaded my sister it wasn't, right to do something like that. Okay. And what was your sister, Miss MINY, like at the time? Well, she was, totally flipped out because she just shot Dr. Gray. But I think, she knew. She, said she did something really bad. And, she said she wanted to go with me to, apologize to Miss Morgan. Did Mimi's spirit really say all that to you? Yeah? How did... The inconsistency is, how did Mimi's spirit even know who Miss Morgan was? I guess she left, actually, never mind. And then, I took my sister to the channeling chamber. Oh wait, I forgot to... If you don't find some sort of hitch in the statement, he'll end the trial. I know, we have to give it another shot. Doesn't matter how many times we listen, we can't give up. I accidentally skipped the last one, so... And then, I took my sister to... Yeah, so press this. Was your sister calm by that time? I guess so. I guess maybe, taking her revenge on Dr. Gray, made her feel a lot better. I'd like to feel a lot better too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The sooner the better. She says with her whip at the ready. And, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? May I ask you one more thing, Miss MEENY? Sure. Was there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place? Something out of place? When do you mean? When you... Going to the crime... I mean, arrived at the crime scene would just be blood. But she wouldn't know someone was... Well, I guess she did say she murdered him. We were in the side room, because the box was missing. Going to the crime scene. Let's just try all of them. I'm talking about when you arrived at the channeling chamber, of course. No, nothing strange. What should I do? Press harder. Think harder. I know you can remember something. I, like, totally can't. Just give up already, Mr. Phoenix, right? I wonder if I put too much faith in EENY's ability to do anything with that brain. Oof. It's no good. I can't find anything wrong. Phoenix, the judge believes his testimony. If you don't find some sort of hitch in a statement... Okay, so I gotta just re-push that last point. So... I'm gonna actually go with the side room next then. Because the box wasn't there initially. But it was there in the second part, so... I just wondered if it would be the channeling chamber initially, because like the crime scene and she seemed relaxed, but... I'm talking about when you were in the side room, of course. Like, no, nothing strange. What should I do? Press harder. Think harder. I know you can remember something. Okay, that's just the same as last time. So that doesn't really help. It's gotta be the last one, or the middle one then. But I would have thought it was like the side room. I mean... Okay, let's skip through. I guess it could be that the urn was broken. I'm talking about when you were going to the channeling chamber, of course. Like, no, nothing strange. She answered rather quickly. Now what? Press harder. Think harder. I know you can remember something. I, like, totally can't. That's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court. Do you think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd on the way to the channeling chamber is all that important? It's very important, yeah. I ask because it is very important. Not that I know where I'm going with this. Very well. Miss MEENY, if you will, please include a statement about this in your testimony. Like, I don't get why, but okay. Because she doesn't know the urn is broken. So I want to press this and then present probably. Try to remember that time. Oh, like I remember, like I totally didn't see anyone on the way. I guess this really is a dead end. Something you finally pull out of a witness is never a dead end, Phoenix. It's no good. I can't find anything wrong. Phoenix, Phoenix. Yeah, okay, so I guess I think I've got the urn as a thing, so let me just check. Do I save here? Like, under repair in the hallway until the police came. Yeah, okay, it is this. I'm on a roll. I've not made any mistakes so far. I finally found the fault, or I guess, in your case, the crack in your perfect lie. Take a look at this urn. Like, urn? There are cracks. Do you see them? So, like, what does that prove? Yo, wait. Who cares about some worn-out old urn? Like, yeah. I already, like, said I didn't see, like, anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. I didn't, like, totally say anything about, like, an urn, did I? Okay. It looks like you still don't understand. I propose that if you had really been walking along the winding way at that time, there was no way you could not have seen this person. Where is she? Take that! I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay. Yes, and how is this child relevant? It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden. Oh. And she just happened to break this urn. Oh. Oh, wait. She broke the urn? Yep, she accidentally knocked it over with her ball. Oh, she's stressing. And Pearl was the one who put it back together while sitting right in the middle of the winding way. What? Uh-oh. Miss Meeny? Pearl was there in the winding way at the time. She was hard at work putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I'd have to declare you legally blind. Oh, she don't like this. I think I have sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Meeny. You are a masterful liar. Oh, she don't like that. She really don't like that. Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say. Yeah, just trust. I mean, Pearl's right next to us as Mia right now, but all she has to do is just like, Mia has to be like, it's time to go. The one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness. So, Miss Meeny, tell us the truth. About what? About what? About where you really were at the time of the murder, of course. The witness just testified about that. That's right. I was like sleeping in the side room. Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room? No! There's no way. Your lies end here. What do you... The witness says that during the actual murder she was asleep in the side room, and I say that's not possible because there is clearly a contradiction here. A contradiction? Where is this contradiction? Help me, Mia. I mean, it's in the evidence. Right? The answer is in the court record. What? Planning to throw out another irrelevant piece of evidence. Very well, the court will see this evidence. Wait, Mia? I don't know what you plan on showing to the court, but I can guarantee you the answer is not there. Just this once, I'll lend you a hand. Now rethink your answer. Alright. I see. Mr. Wright, what is your answer? Okay, time to add another bluff to the pile. The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible because there is a... I mean, I guess I'll just say it's in her testimony. Earlier in your testimony, Miss Meeny, you made the following statement. And, like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know. It's true that at the time both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We had gone to call the police. So, like, what does that, like, have to do with anything? It's very simple. Miss Meeny, how did you know that fact? How? I concede that Miss Fay was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. It's also true. Which means, Miss Meeny, you did in fact go to the channeling chamber, but you didn't go there by way of the winding way. She's a ghost. She keeps turning into a ghost. But look at the mana guide map. If one were to go between the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have to use the winding way. Yes, that's right, Your Honor. Which is why I ask this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Meeny, please answer the question. Will you shut up, on Karma? Don't ask a question off of a baseless assumption, if you please. Well, I suppose since you've put it on the table, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Now's your chance, Phoenix. Yeah. The only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was EENY, so now is the time to prove it. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Oh, where was the witness when the murder took place? Can I check the... I can't check the court record. Well, obviously not you. Obviously not you. It's the box, right? Because the box wasn't in there. And she wasn't in there, I think, at the start. Or there was a point where she wasn't there and the box wasn't there. So she was probably in the box. Maybe she was... It has to be the channeling chamber because there's no way in. Miss Meeny was here, of course. What? But that's the channeling chamber. Isn't that the crime scene? That's right. Miss Meeny was at the scene of the crime. Order, order, order. That's why that is. Mr. Phoenix Wright, have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established that only the victim and the defendant were in the chamber when the channeling started. Yes, that is correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Simple. Miss Meeny was hiding at the scene of the crime. I was hiding? Where? Like, where was I hiding? Well, the shot came from you. Or there was a bullet hole here. Where was the box? Am I wrong to... something Phoenix never did was actually check behind fully. So I feel like the box... Maybe... I'm just gonna put there. Here, of course. Behind the folding screen. Don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen. See it, you stupid jerk. Oh, she has eyes. Her eyes have been closed. I mean, obviously she had eyes, but quit being so quick to pin it on me, Slimeball. Also, she's breaking her hat. Now, Miss Meeny, one so young as you shouldn't be saying, "Shut it, Gramps," if you know exactly how old I am. I'm sorry. Also, she's not saying like anymore. Looks like the pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along. The witness was hiding behind the folding screen with the help of the box. Where is the box? There's the box. Take that! Miss Meeny, how you were able to hide yourself at the scene of the crime is very simple. You were hiding inside this box. Oh, she's back. That tiny little box? No person could fit in that. Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. Lotta disproved you when she was hiding from me in it.
Objection!
That clothing box is in the side room, right? Which means it has nothing to do with the murder at all. Wrong. That's right, I was sleeping there, so I should know. That clothing box was there in the side room the whole time. Mr. Wright. Do you think you can prove where the clothing box was at the time of the crime? Yeah. I don't know how, actually. And now I present the piece of evidence that will prove this clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Let's just... Is there a photo of the clothing box visible? No. Okay. I mean, it doesn't show the clothing box, right? Just to double check. Yeah, no, there's nothing that shows it. So that's already been used. Wait. I can. But would that help? So that's the autopsy, it's the floor plans. It's the folding screen. It's the article, I mean... I don't think that's gonna help. Kinda wanna try with that to start with. And then probably that.
Take that!
That's a lot of dots. The music's gone. Is that a good sign? Your Honor? I fell asleep. What? You got lucky, Phoenix. Now give it another shot. Wait. Let me save. Okay, alright. Wait, I still lost some though. And now I present the piece of evidence that will prove this clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. I mean... bit dumb or a bit too obvious this one. He's gonna fall asleep again if I get it wrong. There's a hole that looks like a bullet hole. I mean, do I just present the... There's a bullet hole in there, actually. I didn't read that. Take a look at this clothing box. You're so stupid, as if there's any sort of evidence in that old thing. This? What on earth? I don't have time for you to sit there surprised. Hurry up and say it already. There's a hole about 8 inches off the ground. A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where have we heard that before? The folding screen. It had a hole at the same height. That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen, which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen and then into the box. Uh-oh. Miss Meeny, you were hiding behind the folding screen waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray. She's a ghost again. She keeps turning into a ghost. Order. So what you were saying... Oh, no. Okay. Then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, what about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Miss EENY? I mean, we've seen her eyes. This is exactly what I'm saying. Miss EENY, you were hiding inside this clothing box all along. And you wore a medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Fey. She had it planned from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client. No. Stop. I can't stand to listen to any more of this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness moved the clothing box to the crime scene, pretended to be the defendant, killed the victim, and then fled the scene of the crime. It's not possible for one person to do all that by herself. Correct, it's not possible. It really is impossible for one person to do all the preparations, that is. Oh, she didn't like that. Need I remind you, the foolishness received no mercy. Wait, Miss Von Karma, you said it was not possible for one person, correct? You can't be serious. Oh, she's really not liking that. Miss Meeny, you had an accomplice. Is this when where do I find her? Right here? Do I present her? This person, if it wasn't someone from the Curane village, you couldn't have gotten the costume. And if it wasn't someone from the Fey household, you wouldn't have that box to use. Morgan Fey. Isn't that the wonderful lady witness we had earlier? What do you have to say to this, Miss Meeny? Oh, she's not liking that. You shot Dr. Gray with your own 2 hands. Do you deny it? Is she done? Is she done denying it? Okay, she's... I think she's done. I think this is what really happened. So folding box was there. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. Okay. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then the channeling started. The murderer crept silently towards the other 2, both of whom had their eyes closed. First she drugged Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. Then she stabbed Dr. Gray with a knife. Okay. Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime. But that's when something unexpected happened. Unexpected? Yes. He had a gun. Dr. Gray was actually not dead yet. Not yet dead. With the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker, and that is why the hole in the folding screen was so low to the ground. The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray and shot him back. After that, you and the other lady fought to break into the room. Yes, a gunshot is something you wouldn't expect to hear, which is why upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the channeling chamber. And then got the photo. Miss Meeny, she immediately covered her own costume with blood and pretended to be Maya Fey. But that sort of deception would have been easy to see through, which is precisely why Miss Morgan Fey chased us out. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Hurry before there are more victims here. He doesn't believe it. What is one supposed to say? This is the real truth behind this murder. She still hasn't denied it. Okay. Is she gonna like... Oh, she's... Huh? Oh, she's having a moment. Who is that, laughing at a time like this? Oh. Oh, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry, are you still by chance evolving? What is it this time? Miss Von Karma? Surely. Of course it was me. Why? Do you really think someone of Von Karma blood would lose due to something this petty? What in the world? The whip is out. Mr. Phoenix Wright, your argument is flawed in one very crucial area. And that is... If this witness is the real murderer, why would she go through all this trouble? Huh? I mean, working together with a medium, pretending to be one, putting on this whole act. What reason would she have to do such foolish things? Is that serious? Oh, well that's, I mean, his sister. Sister was killed by the guy, that's enough of a reason. Yeah, that's right, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Oh, and one other thing. Why would Miss EENY want to kill Dr. Gray? Where is her motive? Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say too. Yeah, motive, I don't have a motive. Exactly. A motive that... I can't say she has no motive here. I have to think of a motive now. What is her reason for wanting Dr. Gray dead? I mean... The reason you wanted Dr. Gray dead is this. Let me just double check. I was like totally tired and I dropped asleep, then there was this crash and like I woke up. Okay. So that's that. I want to double check I've got... I can't examine that. Yeah, I want to double check. I don't know whether I present the newspaper clipping or just the actual profile of her sister. Let me just double check there's not something else. Yeah, it's the newspaper clipping or it's the profile, I think.
Take that!
Ha! Just as I thought, you bore me with your silly answers, Phoenix Wright. It's great, now even she is calling me by my full name. You think I did this to get revenge for my sister's death? Yes. Because through that accident, you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself. Don't be stupid. No one has proof that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? And you want to say I wanted to take revenge based on nothing? What do you mean by that? See now, stupid Gramps. I'm like going to explain, so like please listen, okay? Now she's back to her, like, I don't know. It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I like wanted revenge, then like I wouldn't have waited this long. And besides, like the guy that thought of the spirit thing was like Dr. Gray. It was like a total coincidence he asked me about it, you know? She's back to her airhead persona. However, you see... Oh, the whip's out. Pathetic, Mr. Phoenix, right? You failed to support your own theory. The end. That's the second time. There can't be multiple endings while the story's going on. I think we have our answer, Mr. Phoenix, right? What Miss MEENY has stated is very true. The revenge plan is overly complicated and she has no motive in the first place. I mean, furthermore, there is no reason for Miss Morgan Fay to cooperate with this plan. You don't even have any truly decisive pieces of evidence to demonstrate your point. So many faults, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you should really learn your place. Okay. What happened? I thought I had her for sure. Mia, you've got to save him. Please. See, like, it's just as I, told you. I hope you liked your slice of humble pie. Very well, I now conclude the cross-examination of Miss EENY MEENY. Is it done? Wait, hold it. We gotta hold it. Tell me it's Mia saving the day. Your Honor? Please allow the defense one more minute. Alright, you can't lose here. Have faith in yourself, Phoenix. It feels like Mia's just gotta come in to save Phoenix. Mia. Yes, it does sound like a ridiculously messed up plan for a murder. But you know, regardless, that girl trained for this crime. Really? Listen, Phoenix. Everything happens for a reason. There is a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray. And it is also the reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion. Time is up, Mr. Wright. Your final answer, please. If you want to say that you can prove Miss MEENY had a motive, then why did she kill the victim in this way? Can you provide the reason? Can I really do this? I have to pick yes, but I don't really know. I'm not totally confident here, but I know that I must press on no matter what. That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now. Okay. I will show and substantiate the fact that Miss MEENY had a motive. Ha ha ha, too bad. You're too late. My cross-examination has already ended, after all. Oh, interesting. I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix Wright. She didn't like the whip. What? You're supposed to be on my side. Avon Karma only cares about the perfect win. As long as you have the will to fight, I will knock you down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Okay. And I don't care if you are my witness, so help me, I will throw you out of my way. Okay. No, wait. Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. We will continue the cross-examination after we reconvene. Hey, wait a sec. She's not being listened to. She's being denied. Okay. Alright. I know what to do. I gotta save. Wait, I'm saving over the same thing, aren't I? That's fine. Let's go. Is Mia gonna come in and be like, look, I've gotta go. Pearlie's gotta come back. Is it really true about my aunt? I'm afraid so, Maya. There is no way EENY could have killed Dr. Gray by herself. And under the circumstances, there's no one else other than your aunt, Morgan. That's terrible. Why would my aunt... Everything is going just as I predicted, Mr. Phoenix, right? Oh. Mr. Von Karma, why are you doing this? Why are you trying to take revenge on Nick? Nick had nothing to do with what happened to your dad. Don't you have something better to be worrying about? Say your own situation? Looking down on me even though we're the same age. Are you done yet? You've caused me enough pain and suffering. Not yet. My goal is to defeat you and let the whole world know of your defeat. But even if you do that, it won't bring your father back. Ooh. Whatever. In the meantime, let's bring this match to its conclusion, and then we'll know who the real winner is. Okay. She's about to go down. And so is EENY, MEENY, MINY, MOE. She's going down. Court will now reconvene, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Can you prove Miss EENY MEENY had a motive? Yes, I believe I can. EENY MEENY and Dr. Gray have only one point of connection, and that is the car accident 1 year ago. The motive I'm looking for must be there. Miss MEENY, please testify to this court about your car accident last year. Huh? I thought, like, you wanted to, like, ask about my, like, motive. I, like, don't see the point in, like, bringing up the past. Miss MEENY, if you please. Okay, like, I totally don't think it'll do any good, but it will. The contradiction's gonna be you, probably. Okay. That was, like, last year in May. Like, something really bad had happened at, like, my sister's clinic around then. And, like, the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving. I was, like, totally pooped too, so I, like, fell asleep in the passenger seat. Okay. I, like, woke up because of a jolt, and, like, it was a sea of flames around me. I, like, opened the door and, like, got away. Okay. I think I've heard of this incident. It was all the talk on the tabloid shows day after day last year. Yes, and there was talk about Dr. Gray drugging your sister. Oh, those were merely rumors, totally baseless gossip. Yes. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. Right now, it's impossible to prove that Dr. Gray did in fact drug Miss MEENY's sister. Yeah, which means I'll have to work this from another angle. Of, yes. Alright, let's just press everything. Was it really in May? Didn't some sort of medical malpractice happen at your sister's hospital then? Yeah, like that was in May too. Like the thing with all the patients dying was like May 2nd. And like our accident was like on the 24th? 2 accidents back to back. Do you assume it's just coincidence? My sis was like totally tired, so that's why, duh. Okay. Press that. That was the malpractice incident where 14 patients died, correct? Yeah. What was the cause of the mistake? Oh, is she gonna get mad? Like, I heard it was because the medicines, like, got mixed up. Was that the fault of your sister, MINY? Like, no way. Dr. Gray, like, wanted to blame it on my sis.
Objection!
That incident has nothing to do with our murder here. Besides, the police report has already documented that it was entirely MINY's fault. Which means as far as the real facts are concerned, MINY is the one who made the mistake. But, like, it really wasn't my sis. Okay. So that's the angle, really, is to just accuse her sister. She was totally tired? You mean exhausted? Like, she had to talk to the police and, like, was being investigated, like, every day. It was, like, a totally terrible situation. It's no wonder, then, that the car accident happened, huh? Press harder. So then, why didn't you ask to switch places? Huh? Like, what are you talking about? I meant switch drivers. If your sister was so tired, then you should have switched with her. True. Ah, but like, I don't like have a driver's license. This is news to me. I was not aware you didn't have your license, Miss MEENY. Miss MEENY, please amend your testimony. Like, okay, anyway. Okay. So, let's just double check. So press that. The accident happened at night, correct? Yeah, like it was like 1 AM or so, I think. I had like a paper due like really soon. So like I hadn't slept and was working like real hard. So it was because the two of you were so tired that this accident happened. I like woke up because of a jolt and like it was a sea of flames around me. Okay. And your sister? What happened to her? I didn't see her. The car was like totally black and there was like a ton of smoke. I like totally had like no clue what was going on. Okay. Opened the door and got away. Please tell us about your escape in more detail. I like kept wanting to forget that time. So like I don't remember things about the accident in like detail anymore. Well, it's alright, no need to push yourself. Objection. I think I like gave an interview after the accident. Like that would probably be the most accurate, you know? If it's that article, then I've already got it. Okay. Okay, so you couldn't take up driving. And that's why you're in the passenger seat. Like, yeah. I was like at my college's research lab till like really late. So my sis was like giving me a ride home. I see. Phoenix? Yes. You can't do this, you're being too easy on her. There's gotta be some sort of secret sleeping in this testimony. Yeah, so let's find that one crushing contradiction and end this. Okay, so it's gotta be the articles. So I want to check this. Late last night, 2 women crashed. One of the women was not able to escape and died. Ongoing investigation has revealed that the driver had fallen asleep at the wheel. Interview about the crash. Opened the right door and light got out. Don't remember anything else. If Miss EENY is to be believed, the one driving the car was her sister, MINY. MINY was the nurse. Okay. So... do I present the article? I guess I present. You know, that's a bad idea. Your Honor, what do you think about this witness's statement? I'm not sure I follow you. It clearly, contradicts the, I thought... You don't sound very sure. Oh, so the car's on the opposite, the wheel's on the opposite side. I see. I see. Okay, you don't sound very sure, Mr. Wright. Japan Erica. Objection denied. Alright. I don't think that won me any points with the judge. Okay, so I fell asleep in the passenger seat. So the passenger seat is on the right in America. Hang on, let me save. It's on the right, the passenger seat in America, because it's on the left here, so... I don't think that helps it, does it? Because one of the women was not able to... An ongoing investigation revealed the driver had fallen asleep at the wheel. Driver's on the left side, but she came out the right side. But I opened the right door and got out. Okay, so she got out the right door. So what do I present you? Oh wait, she's got a driver's license. Yeah, hang on. Never mind. Did I present it at the wrong time? Hang on. No, she's got a driver's license. But she can't drive. Let me just load. I don't know how to drive. Has a license. So, but where was the statement? I guess it was the pressing statement, wasn't it? Let me just... I think this is the one I want to make sure it's the right one before I push the evidence. Okay. Yeah, I think it's this one I present evidence on. There we go. Wait. No? Your Honor, what do you think about the witness's statement? I'm not sure I follow you. It clearly... Wait, look, she doesn't have a license. Well, no, she said she doesn't have a license, but she has a license. I'm saving because I don't want to lose the lives, but It's her photo for her driver's license, right? So she has one. Like, it's gotta be that. Well, I mean, I did that. I'm so confused. I'll just try every one. So it's not that. But the contradiction is her saying she can't drive. Last is the last one? Oh wait, I'm blind. I should have just read the whole thing. There we go. So, got that first try. Miss Meeny, that was a lame lie just now. Like, what do you mean? I know you had a license back then. This is a photo you took for the express purpose of getting a driver's license. What is the meaning of this, Miss Meeny? That's right. Yeah, I had, like, a license, but I didn't get it until after the accident. No, you had it. You had it at the time of the accident. Director Hottie, or the guy pretending to be him anyway, said so. What are you talking about, that perverted fake clinic director? Yes, that perverted fake clinic director. And how did you know he was perverted? Oh, okay, the whip's out. No one cares. Witness, when did you receive your driver's license? Like, last November. What? November? The accident happened last May. That's a half-year lapse in time, Mr. Phoenix, right? What in the... That's what happened, Mr. Wright. At the time of the accident, Miss Meeny did not have a driver's license. But that's not right, because she had a driver's license photo. Cry and my whip will accommodate. Okay. Anyway, without a license, the witness and her sister could not have switched drivers. I'm, like, glad you get it, but, like, even if I had my license, I, like, don't think my sis would've, like, let me drive. Don't just stand there humming to yourself. Not you too, Mia, with the whip, and the pain, and the oh. Miss Meeny, why do you think you would not have been allowed to drive anyway? That's because... I think this situation calls for a more detailed testimony, Miss Miney, if you please. Like, how annoying, okay. Oops, like, sorry, didn't mean to be mean. She's been mean on and off. It's just when the hat comes off. Like, around that time, I was, like, really close to getting my license. My sis was, like, this totally big fan of cars and, like, really valued them. She, like, had just gotten this really shiny, bright red sports car. She, like, would say things like, no way am I letting a noob drive my car. So, like, that's why I ended up in the passenger seat. That night, too. I see a bright red car for sports. Now then, the defense may question the witness. I'm not terribly knowledgeable about cars, but... Okay. I wouldn't be allowed. Okay. Suppress everything right now. So what do you mean by really close? Like, I had one of those permit things. I think that's what they're called. Permits? Whoa, the big name lawyer boy doesn't even know what a driver's permit is. Well, this lawyer never had a permit. Oh. Ignorance is to be whipped. What is with her? All she said in the last few minutes is utter nonsense. It's like, may I continue? No. Object everything right now. Or hold it. She valued cars? How much would you say she valued her car? Let me just, hang on. There we go. Well, like, she'd flip out at, like, a drop of rain, and, like, she would notice if someone, like, touched the car door with dirty hands. In that case, why bother taking the car out of the garage ever? Yeah, sure, press harder. Press harder every time. Why did she take such special care of the car? How can you say that? It was a brand spanking new car. New car? Like, you wouldn't want to, like, get it dirty, would you, Mr. Lion? I think the car's getting dirty is just another fact of life, but I guess people who really love cars think otherwise. Phoenix, try asking something of more significance, alright? Well, Miss Meeny, what kind of car was it? She might know.
Hold it!
Okay. It was a new car. Yeah. She had, like, just gotten it. It was, like, from the UK. Whoa. The UK? Were those her boyfriend's initials? Oh my gosh. Shame on you, Judge. And it was a really special model. She had waited for a whole year for it to arrive. I guess our love of cars would be the obvious next topic. Yeah, sure. I really don't know anything about cars, but I had a feeling this was bound to come up. Your Honor, yes? Please have the witness append what she just said to her testimony. You mean the part about it being a special import car? Yes. Well, if you like cars that much, then that's not my point. Though, to be honest, I don't know what the point is either. Miss Meeny, would you please fix your testimony? Sure, whatever. Okay. Oh, now she's back to smiling. My sister's new car was like a totally special model from England. Let me just check. Okay.
Hold it!
Objection. I yelled hold it pretty forcefully, but I don't actually know what to ask about cars. Ask for the heck of it. So yes, what am I supposed to pick for a topic? Let's start with this. Why are British cars good? Like, huh? They're expensive, and the driver's seat is the opposite to our cars here in the States. It would seem there is no benefit to owning one. Wait a minute! Cause is the wheel on the wrong side then? Well, it's on the right side, but the wrong side for America. Is that even allowed? Anyway, like, huh? This whole steering wheel on the right side thing, it's kind of goofy, isn't it? No. What do you know? Exactly. That snake shape, the cool breeze of the AC. Ugh, forgive me. Her personality really changes at the drop of a hat. It's interesting, isn't it, Phoenix? Bit by bit, we're beginning to see the real contradiction behind this case. So, was your sister good at driving? She was, like, totally awesome. She, like, said she was gonna be, like, the racing queen of the nursing world. Somehow, I think she bumped my question off track again. Okay. I wanna put, like, hold this, and then I'm gonna object to something. And that was when the accident occurred, correct? Like, yeah? I, like, immediately reached for the passenger side door and fled, like, in a daze. Sounds like you had a terrifying time. There is something very big here. It's gonna be hard to break apart such a natural-sounding testimony. No, I know the problem. The wheel is on the correct side in this case. But we have to attack it, and by doing so, a flaw will show itself. It has to. Do you really think so? Believe there is a path, I know it. Mia almost sounded like a prophet for a second there. Okay, I know what I gotta push. Where's the England model? Okay. First, I'm gonna save. Just to be safe. It's somewhat correct. Right. I guess it's the article then. Let me just check. She can't correct it when she said it's from England. But I opened the right door and, like, got out. There we go. Yeah, look, I present this, right? This is just, it's free.
Objection!
This is free. Miss Meeny, do you remember this article? It's an article about the accident. You had said this in it. But I opened the right door and, like, got out. That's correct, isn't it? Like, why are you suddenly asking me about that? Your Honor, which side is the passenger seat? The left or the right? Well, it's on the right side, of course. Because the driver's on the left side. Objection! That would be if it were an American car. But it would be the opposite in a British car. Opposite? The two of them were riding in a British car. In that case, the passenger side would be the left side. Oh, well, Karma can't object to that. What do you mean by this? Miss Meeny, you said that you had escaped using the right side door of the car. But if you were sitting there, then that means you were in the driver's seat. Oh, the ghost. Something's not right here. Order, order in the court, order, order. Oh, there's no order. Mr. Phoenix Wright is blabbering nonsense again. It's not nonsense. EENY said the person who was driving was her older sister, MEENY. That is what EENY said, yes. But that is where her story falls apart. It's still possible that MEENY was driving the car. Maybe they did do a switcheroo. Somewhere all of us made a big error in our assumptions. Phoenix, it looks like you finally found the real root of this murder. Nah, yeah, UK players just have to deal with the brief confusion. If we connect all the dots, it can only be one answer. I'd like to ask the court a question. EENY or MEENY, who was really driving that night? You know, I'm gonna be honest, it's not that I don't know which one, it's that I'm mixing up who's who. Who is really driving? EENY or MEENY? I think EENY actually, because the license. It can't be MEENY. And the answer is EENY, of course. Why would you say that? Miss EENY just said so herself in her testimony. She said that she escaped the car from the right side door, which would have been where the driver's seat was. Oh, I got a whip there. I'm inclined to feel sorry for a foolish fool who foolishly spends his time foolishly. At that time, Miss EENY had not yet received her license. Her driving license, and that is why the accident happened. Hold it, Phoenix. It looks like you still don't see the real truth behind the accident. The real truth? Think outside the box. Isn't that what we always say? Alright, one more time. Okay, if we can... Okay, I see what I did here. I did it wrong. That didn't happen. The answer is the one person who had a driver's license, MEENY. After all, that makes her the only person who could legally drive. But you just said the witness, Miss EENY, was the one in the driver's seat. Which leads us to the next question. The next question. Who is the person standing at the witness stand right now? Okay. What sort of idiotic ruse is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? This witness's name is... I'll tell you what her name really is. This witness's real name is... Hang on. MEENY.
Take that!
Wait, that's 5! That's 5! If I got that wrong, I would have lost 5 health bars. MEENY, is that your real name?
Objection!
Of all the foolish dribble... Then, how do you explain her appearance? MEENY, mo. This witness had severe facial burns when she was admitted into the hospital. So for the purpose of facial reconstruction, the surgeons used a picture. Facial reconstruction surgery? This is the picture she gave to her doctors at the time. That's right. It's a picture of her younger sister. No, but MEENY, she died in the car accident. That's what everyone thought. However, that was not the case. Then, the body they found at the crash site. That was the body of the real EENY. Isn't that right, Miss Meeny? Oh, Miss MEENY. Is she gonna admit it now? That car accident 1 year ago. The one who died that night was EENY. I mean, her hair is actually quite long here, and it looks like she has short hair. The one who died that night was EENY. Her sister, Mimi, then stole her face and was reborn as EENY. With this, she effectively erased MEENY from existence. Your Honor, I'm sure you can now see why Mimi had to kill Dr. Gray. What do you mean? Oh, what is the meaning of this nonsense? Dr. Gray wanted to call back the spirit of a dead person. Specifically, the spirit of his nurse that died in the crash. MEENY. That's the point. They could have checked the dental records. However, that would not have been possible, because MEENY was still in fact alive. Uh-oh. And that fact would have been discovered had the channeling been conducted. So this witness had to stop that from happening at all costs. And that's why she had to kill Dr. Turner Gray? Is that what you're saying? Yes. Before the channeling, Dr. Gray had the misfortune of consulting this witness about communicating with the dead. And in that moment, his fate was sealed. What? Well, Miss EENY, nope, okay. Why did you say my name just now? Oh, we've got 3 questions. Looks like I've been unmasked. Witness. Oh, the tears. Wait, the hat's gone. Did she break the hat and make it like a tissue? That's right, I admit it. My real name is MEENY. That quack doctor, he got what he deserved in the end. And I was so close to finally ditching Mimi too. So close. But why? Why would you go so far as to throw away yourself to become your own sister? I think I understand why. MEENY wanted her old self to disappear because of this. It's gotta be the article, right?
Take that!
That's about the malpractice incident. Dr. Gray was right. The mistake was caused by the nurse, a nurse by the name of MEENY. That's right, the person standing before us today. And a few weeks after this mishap, MEENY had a car accident in which she lost her younger sister. The timing couldn't have been worse. 14 patients dying in that incident and her own sister's life extinguished. It was all too much to bear. I found a way for myself to escape it all. The only way. She lost everything in the flames of that accident. Her sister and even her own face. This was her last chance. Her chance to throw away her past and start a new life as her sister. Unbelievable. A plan beyond my wildest imagination. That jerk. If only he hadn't thought of that channeling mumbo-jumbo. Mumbo-jumbo? Becoming EENY has been the most horrible experience in the world. Spirit channeling, the occult, I hate it. I hate it all. Okay. I believe there are still a few unsolved riddles here, such as why did Miss MEENY choose to go with such a complicated plan? And why did Miss Morgan Fay agree to help her execute it? Regardless, I believe one thing has been made crystal clear. The innocence of the defendant, Maya Fay. This is preposterous. I'm perfect. Oh no. Me, Francisca von Karma. I'm going to enjoy the news tonight, Miss von Karma. How about you? It's going to be broadcast all over the world, right? Your defeat, that is. Oh, she's whipping everyone. Maybe they could broadcast this assault on Phoenix right now. Did she just kill someone? Did she just kill Phoenix? Phoenix, hang in there, Phoenix. Phoenix. This court is a fraud, a sham. So, she's allowed to, like, attack him. Now then, It looks like it will be some time before Mr. Wright regains consciousness, so I'll go ahead and pronounce the verdict. Not guilty. Okay. She's free! Phoenix isn't even on the floor. He's not there. That is all. This court is adjourned. So she's just allowed to attack him over and over. Okay. Is he awake now? Congratulations, Maya. Sis. Okay. So they get to talk now. I realised they've not had a moment to talk, I don't think, because it's always been Mia and Maya. It's good to see you, Maya. How are you doing? Sis. I didn't kill anyone, did I? No, you didn't. Yeah, I did. If only they actually would do that. I have a feeling she's not gonna get arrested. No, you didn't. It was all just a dream. A really bad dream. You know, sis? In my dream, I smelled a really familiar scent. Familiar scent? I was inside that clothing box, right? That box. That was the box you used to store your clothes in a long time ago. That's right. There's still one thing I don't quite get. What's that? What would have happened if Mimi hadn't shot Dr. Gray? I mean, we broke in because we heard a gunshot. I think MEENY had planned to open the door to the chamber herself, and then you and Lotta would have witnessed quite a scene. Possessed Maya Fey, who had just committed a murder. She had it planned down to the smallest detail, huh? Nick? Congrats, Maya. Thanks. Looks like you bailed me out of another jam. Well, you know. But I really don't want something like this to happen ever again. I'm fine because I have you to help me out, Nick. But every time something happens, I lose someone special to me. First my sister, and now my aunt. Hey Nick, tell me. Tell me why my aunt went and did something so horrible. Why would she help MEENY with her plan like that? I just don't understand it, Nick. Maya, it's over. Why don't we just let it be? Nick, please, I need an answer. The reason Morgan helped Mimi with her plan was... I need... it's gotta be one of the profiles. Do I actually need to get this right? Because... it's not Amy Faye, it's... I mean, it's Pearly. Pearly? 4 years from now, a new master will be born into the Curain village. And that person will be you, Maya. And... but if you weren't there, then the main family's bloodline would disappear, and what would happen then? The Branch family, my aunts. No, Morgan's spiritual power is too weak. The next person would be Pearls. Everything was done for her sake. It was also that Pearls would become the next master. Yeah, I can see that. Did Maya say something just now? I think that she was saying, I thought so. Oh. Date and time unknown, detention center, solitary confinement cell 13. Okay. My precious Pearl, you are the only one suitable to be the master of Curain, dear child. I sacrificed it all for you. I helped that brainless nurse carry out a murder, and corroborated with that whip-happy prosecutor. It was all to unseat that annoying, witless main family girl. That Maya Fey. Okay. But I shall be patient, my dearest Pearl. A chance will present itself. Your time will come. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, that's the end of episode 2. So I'll do start episode 3 next week. So it starts like fresh. Yeah, I mean, sort of implies that Pearl's gonna reappear, I suppose. And Morgan's just at this point out to kill Maya or get her arrested, so that's something. But yeah, fun. fun stream. I'm gonna go off and chill now. So yeah. Bye bye.